Man, shout out Trenches Talk.
Bandana Rose, man.
The Trenches Talk.
Shout out Trenches Talk TV, man. I'm rocking.
Wait, man, on Trenches Talk TV, man.
Hey, y'all tune in to Trenches Talk
TV. When the Trenches talk, we listen like we supposed. With the East Side legend, Bandana Rose.
They scrapping shit. For the East Side shine right, these niggas be dying quick. Gotta feed my seed.
I'm all with it. I'm doing interviews, man. Come on. You can do one live right now. Tune in. Be the first one to get an interview out of General Zoe. Come on, Trench. Call. Let's do this shit. Let's knock this shit out. We can do it right now. We can do this right now. Trench Talk. FaceTime. What made me start promoting? Since I was a young nigga, I always reached a multitude of people. So, you know, I love seeing a multitude of people, man. All at once, structured. What's your next question? Other than it's a whole lot of hidden millions too, boy, in this shit. My first big show I booked, shit, Mystical in 2001. I did Mystical with some of my partners at the Sapphire up north. Shout out No Limit Gang. That was 20 years ago. What's the next one? How I link with Rockstar? Shit, at the first time I got them in booked Adriana's. I went up there to catch a vibe of the club. So I was just chilling one night. They had an open mic up there. And you know how goddamn it with open mics, after a motherfucker perform, they whole crowd leave. They don't stay to support the last artist. But I was in that bitch. So I stayed. That bitch got empty as hell. I think Shawty probably was the last one. I'm like, man, I'm out this motherfucker. I'm on my way out the door. Shawty dropped some shit, right? And we gonna re-rock that shit too, man. But the city know this little nigga about this shit. But he dropped some shit called Molly. I don't even know what the fuck Molly is at the time. But I'm on my way out the door. He dropped that shit. The track, the beat was so motherfucking cold-blooded, nigga. That shit was so gangster. You had to stop. Even if a motherfucker wasn't performing, I wanted to hear the motherfucker sorry before I left. But Shawty got on that motherfucking stage and he held his own with no motherfucker in there, but I think probably about 3-4 people left and his family. He ain't give a fuck. He rocked that bitch. I said, that's the type of shit I like. So I saw that ambition in that little nigga that night. I was just finna do the Windy City Drift Tour with King Louis, Lil Durk, and Chief Keef. I think probably like 3 days later. So the nigga so my man that was throwing the open mic, I told him like, look, man, get up with Shawty. Tell Shawty to get up with me. I'm gonna put him on my tour. He could headline with these guys. So that's how I met him. I liked his craftsmanship. You know, I liked his energy. I was already in the process of making some shit happen and providing a platform. So why not put the little nigga on it? So that's how I met Rockstar, and it's been up from there. And he's a loyal little nigga. Shout out to that little nigga, man. You know, shout out his moms too, man. You know, Mama Joanne, man, and his pops, Phil, cause they definitely, you know, made sure that I was the all right person for their son to be with and be around, and they made sure that he stayed his ass in line too, though. So that's what it is with me and Rockstar, G. It's a business ship, and it's a friendship, and it's a family ship. So, next question. So you getting an exclusive interview right now, boy. What you mean by like how I put on for the city, and how do I do it? I put on for the city in so many ways. If you want to be, you know what I'm saying, in particular about how I put the city on, I could answer that. But just in general, I represent my city, G, because I'm from this motherfucker. But I also represent the culture, and I represent the, you know, being a black man, upright, independent, and fearless. There's nothing that you can't do in this world that you put your mind to. If you think it, you can achieve it. So whatever I think, I achieve. I bring my thoughts to reality, and I live out my dreams. That's just being me, being a black man, you know, being an ambition one. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't really putting on for the city, it's putting on for our culture, G. That's what I do. And I represent the city to the fullest. I book a lot of artists because I'm in a promotional game. And that's what promoters do. It took a long time for me to really, you know, call myself a promoter, because I really had to start respecting the craft that I was doing, because I was really overachieving that craft. And that's what a real promoter does. I was just like, don't call me no fucking promoter. I'm a real nigga. I just do shit. I book niggas. I like to see rich niggas work for me. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see the stars work for me. You know, I rap. I come up rapping, you know, so it influenced me. But I never made it rapping because I never pushed my rap career. So I say, I'm gonna start throwing shows and I'm gonna book these niggas because I really want to see the nature of this shit. I want to see what's up with this shit behind the scenes. I want to see what rappers really do, who they really are, how they really rock. So I started hiring the highest paid rappers though. I started booking the highest paid motherfuckers that had popularity, and was able to translate they fame moving to sales, because my money was already made by booking these niggas. So I really didn't book these niggas to make money. I booked these niggas just to learn the craft of this shit and the aura of it. And I learned that shit. So now I'm finna drop my music, because I could talk this same shit these niggas talk, getting 5,000 a show, to 50 a show, to 500 a show. I could talk this same shit, and my shit for real. A lot of these niggas shit fake, because I booked these niggas. A lot of these top niggas done work for me. So, you know, without the rap money, these niggas would have never knew what real pussy feel like, a real cop with a foreign whip feel like, real jewelry feel like, and none of that shit. So it's up right now with me. Shout out Bread Gang, just won with Moneybag Yo too, Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, Trench got me. Trench got me right now. He got the first exclusive interview with Zoe Ent, aka General Zoe, OZ. Straight up. What's my biggest show? my biggest show was History in Tampa. I never forget that shit. History in Tampa. I think I had Nas, Gotti, August Alsina, Lil Wayne. I had a lineup. It was crazy out there. I had plugged in with this fuck nigga though, you know, that was a promoter out there. He made the shit go on, but he also made a whole lot of shit go on that wasn't right. It was unbalanced, but we balanced that shit out because we real niggas. But that was my biggest show. We smacked that motherfucker. Say this live for you. I might erase this bitch. What's next for Zoe Ent? Yeah, we going in that big lot right up there. All right. Okay. Yeah, right. Matter of fact, can you make it right here? What's next for me? Inshallah, alhamdulillah. Whatever the higher power bring my way, G. Positive. I hope the positive shit come at me first before the negative shit. So that's what's next for me. Whatever the higher power bring my way, I'm gonna deal with it accordingly. You know, make sure my babies are straight. Yeah, right up here to the right to that cell phone shop. Okay. Yeah, pull up there. No, push straight. It's right here, over to the right. You see it? Yeah, exclusive. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How many artists I have? That's a good question. A lot of people want to know that. So I'm going to answer that question, right? I don't have no artists. How many artists I work with is the question. I work with a number of artists, bro. Rockstar, that's my business partner. He's not my artist. He's the first artist signed to my label. But we have a joint venture agreement. And every artist that I work with, you know, they independent artists, man, they bosses. They all bosses. You know, we all bosses. How living in Chicago helped me? Help me with what? To survive? Or help me with just knowing how to do business? Like that question there, you gotta be specific if you want the right answer, bro. Business? Come on, man, it's the city of Al Capone. And a whole lot of notorious gangsters, G. So, you know, taught a gangster how to survive. Shit. Taught me proper preparation, prevent poor performance, man. Standards, man. Etiquettes, bro. Structure. Respect. Chicago taught me a whole lot of basic things, bro, that take you a long way in life that a whole lot of people tend to forget about. Taught me how to mind my motherfucking business. What made me cut my hair? Nigga, I turned 40. I left that shit to the young niggas. You get stereotyped in Chicago for having dreads. Next question. How I feel about Chicago music scene? That's another question. You got to learn how to ask these questions if you really want. If you really want to hear the answer that you're looking for come out of a real nigga mouth that's valid, you got to know how to ask them questions. Cause I could answer your question so many ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Chicago music scene, it is what it is, man. You know, shit. All depending on what genre of music that you like. You know, you can find all type of artists here in Chicago. They can give you the neo soul, they can give you the R&B, they can give you that pop trap, they can give you that drill. Like it's so much talent here. You can never get bored by the sound that Chicago create. So I love the music scene in that aspect. Do I think Chicago will ever come together? Yeah, all the police gotta do is kill another nigga. Shit, they gonna loot this motherfucker. See them together then you. But you know, a real professional answer to that. Chicago together, but it's gonna always be separation because you got old wounds that has never healed, and now you got new wounds being created every day. So before you can heal the new wounds, you got to heal the old wounds, and that shit could take generation after generation, bro. Do I think it can happen? Yeah, I think it can happen, but will it happen during our time? It ain't enough of us working hard enough to make it happen. How I feel about the name Shadrach they gave us? I don't know who is they. Shit, I don't know where it come from. It fit us. Shit. I never had a personal relationship with Duck or Vaughn, but I have had my opportunity to meet both of them young gentlemen, bruh. Know that. I have met both. You know, I own club structure, man. You feel me? So if you had any gang affiliations or any real nigga, real blood in you, and you from the trenches, I met you because you came through structure. Either to show you had some structure about yourself or to obtain some structure about yourself. And I respect my city for fucking with me. So for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas could talk about all these other clubs and all that shit. All that shit ain't shit. That shit don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? For real. Shout out my niggas in Harvey. The members. And the members know who I'm talking about. Them the only clubs that I could say you go get some structure out of, boy, because it's real niggas behind that shit. Ownership. How I feel about killing in Chicago. How I feel about killing in Chicago. It's a process of elimination, man. Everybody gotta die someday, bro. It's better over here than it is in Iraq for real. So, you know, I'm numb to it, man. It's killing everywhere in the world, bro. You just stay dangerous because it's not safe out here. I didn't make my club #1 in Chicago. I opened the club up, me and my business partners, and the streets made it #1 in Chicago. All the real niggas, all the trench niggas, all the fabulous ghetto bitches, all the wild niggas. They made it #1 in Chicago. I can't even. I get them. I get them flowers to the city. I can't take all that credibility. You feel what I'm saying? My city, my people made structure #1 in Chicago. Ball, what it do, fool? Man, I'm finna go in here and pick up my watch, G. I'm going to fuck around tonight. You say house or people you work with? What you mean? Want to re-answer that question, bro? Who some of the people I work with? Like in which one of my professions? I got a lot of different professions, man. You know what I'm saying? I work with a lot of people, bro. I work with like MBE vendors, DBE vendors. I work with a lot of tastemakers. I work with a lot of consultants. I work with a lot of architects. I work with a lot of bankers. Rappers? I work with a lot of rappers. A lot of them. I work with a lot of rappers. A lot of them. I work with a lot of rappers from over east. I work with rappers from out west. I work with rappers in the hundreds. I work with rappers on the low end. I work with rappers from the north side. So all over Illinois, I work with rappers. Like, I got you, yo. I got you.